So you think your partner might be having an affair. First of all, ask yourself, if you're not 100% sure, look at what the end game might be if they are, and how you're going to cope with that, what your plan is, if you've got kids, owning a property together, how's the money tied up, etc., etc. So when you hire a private investigator, we are going to do whatever we can to end up with the information you need, whether that's to prove them innocent or to prove them guilty of having an affair. So the first steps I would say is ask yourself, if you're not too sure or if there's no proof of anything, ask yourself why, what's changed. I would say when you go down the route of getting a private investigator, that is you're going for the final outcome. If I set up a scenario, so what we need from you, up-to-date range of photographs, where they work, what they do socially, kind of clothes they wear, obviously the vehicles, all the vehicles that are able for them to drive. Ideally getting a tracker on that vehicle. If you've got access to, if say for instance you've got an iPhone, you've got access to iCloud, or Find My Phone with their details, it's another way we can track. And then we're going to look at who the potential person is they're having an affair with. So we'll need to establish that first. So the initial setup would be set a time and a date to follow. It'll be a straightforward early morning start and cover all bases. So we'd look at if the person's working, if your partner's working during the week, Monday to Friday. We'll pick out a couple of work days and follow them for the day. See how they conduct themselves during the work day. If they go to the pub at night or go to the gym, anything like that, we would sort of build a case around that. And then if they, for instance, their weekend activities are different, say for instance they play a sport or they go out with friends. So ideally we would have a cross-section of surveillance covering all bases, sort of seeing where this potential, if they are meeting, where the potential meetup would be and what they are doing to assist us if you are able to get into their phone, emails. Another thing we can do is we can put a listening device in the property, so when you are not there and your partner's there, you can see if any phone calls are made, so you can check a call log, but also we can see only phone calls made when they're there on their own, so we can listen to those kind of things. Obviously also put a listening device in the vehicle, if they are in a vehicle, being the safest place for them to make calls, so we can set that up as well for you. And then we'll work it out. The main thing is to establish, first of all, are they having an affair? If we do find that they're having an affair, what we'll do from there is find out who the person is. If you don't know who they are, for instance, so obviously we present you in the report with the photographs of that particular person. If you don't know who they are, say for instance it's a family friend or a neighbour or something like that, then you're fully aware, and then obviously we would deal with that situation as is. But then if it is someone that you do not know whatsoever, not a work colleague, not anything, we can establish who that person is, find out, try to work out how they met, and then just get a clear idea of the relationship. How long. Some of my clients, they do catch their partners having an affair, but then it might just be they messed up and they made a mistake, and it's early days, and through counselling they managed to fix the relationship. But then on the other scale is I've come across clients who their partners have actually got children with the actual other partner, with their so-called new partner. If you do have children, then this could end up being a divorce and a custody battle, or an asset battle, in a sense of sharing assets and getting what you're due. Then we'll need to build a case. So then we'll need to see how together they are that will help your case, get you either out of court settlement, or if you do go to court, get you everything that you demand or deserve, whatever suits you in that sense. So initially, give us a call or email, start putting together all the information, everything that is available, and include any close friends, that they normally hang around with, what vehicles, place of work, and then we can look at running that surveillance for you. We work with divorce lawyers, counselors, everything like that. So if you need any advice and a helping hand in that sense, but any surveillance that's carried out, any information we give back to you, it's not, we do understand the painful side of it. You know, there's some clients who will employ me, they've just got a little niggle, but they're pretty much, 95% certain they're not having an affair. And the devastation when they are presented with the report and the proof, it's incredibly tough. It's incredibly tough. And sometimes you just won't even recognize that person because of the way they're acting with another individual. And so prepare yourself mentally for it. Understand that we are totally on your side. We are there to get you the proof. We're going to do it in a way that they will never know that they've been followed. It's not in our interest to ever get caught, because that makes it useless for ourselves and for yourself and the client. So the main thing is, let's get you that information, do it strategically, effectively, and we'll do it as quickly as possible, but also in a sense, we need to do it right. If there is a situation, and if there is like I say, if this could be the end of your relationship, if your partner is having an affair, we need to do it right, because you've got to realize that if you do go into court proceedings, they will have a lawyer as well, and that lawyer doesn't want to lose. So for your lawyer to get you what you want, whether it's looking at the assets or the child, if you've got child custody or anything like that, we need to make sure we've got everything covered. And a lot of the time, the lawyer will always ask for more, because that lawyer your lawyer will not want to lose, especially in an open shut case like if your partner is having an affair. We will advise you in the best situation possible, and then once we establish anything, we will build the case around that, give you full reporting, photographs, videos, and like I say, we'll use a tracker if possible, and listening devices, whether it's in the house or the vehicle. We don't offer any hacking service. We are fully against any kind of hacking of phones or emails or anything like that. If you are able to get in, like I've said, if you are able to get into your partner's phone and emails, that's great. That will help us. But we've got to take this as pick our scenarios on the working day, on the social days, and we'll go from there. Hopefully that's given you a little bit of a rough idea of how we conduct a situation where an affair is potentially going on, how we would assist you with that. But yeah, give us a call, drop us an email, or even drop us a text, anything, however you want to do it, and hopefully we can help you out.